All right, you ready? Stay just like this, okay?
Hey, welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna get right to it. All red tattoo. The first most important thing, what you just saw me do, was wipe away some of the purple stencil. Now, the purpose of wiping away some of the purple stencil, some of you might know, some of you might not know, and that's why we're here. It is so the purple stencil does not bleed into our bright colors. Whether it's red, which usually turns out an ugly brown-ish color, or whether it's yellow or orange. We want to wipe away some of that purple. You have to understand something about colors. You have a cool color and a warm color. And when mixed together, they don't turn into the best results. So we wipe away some of that stencil and we get right to business. Within wiping away that stencil, you have to do two things. Make sure you can at least see some of it, and make sure you know where the hell you're going. You have to know how to draw in this case, or at least trace a line. So my game plan consists of indigo solid red tattoo. To accomplish that, I chose a 7 mag flat. Doesn't matter the brand, just make sure it don't break under pressure under your machine. Some people like to say if a needle broke, it's because of their skin. No, I just bought a cheap needle. I apologize for that one. So 7 round mag, it was a good company. It held up through the storm and through a lot of my other tattoos that I used it for. I took this company on a lot of 6-hour tattoo runs, so it's doing good. I like this company a lot. 7 round mag. Do you know how to use a flat mag? If you don't, you will learn today. So if you have not been seeing already, use the flat mag in a straight line, like a calligraphy brush, kind of along the lines of Asian calligraphy or Gothic calligraphy, where you take a brush and you create a shape out of the brush, but it's like a long rectangle that gets turned into nice, cool angles that make a letter or a shape, or in this case, a zodiac sign. So you still use the needle in traditional ways, and then you add a little twist to it. So you still hold the needle at that normal 45-degree angle along against the skin, but you make sure in doing so, the opening of the needle is facing outward. And my butt was for, you have to make sure that you twist the needle at an angle. So whichever way you're twisting it, make sure the right side of the flat is angled outward from away from you, and twist your needle as you push it along the skin. Or if you're the kind of person where you can pull towards yourself for outline, then do the reverse of what I just said in a pulling motion. So hopefully you guys understand this. My needle is pointing away from me, but I have it at an angle. It's not an angle where more needles are in the skin than others. No, it's a flat needle, so it has to be flat against the surface. And being flat against the surface, you can accomplish this goal. You keep it flat against the surface and you twist the needle at an angle outward, and then you push it along the skin, and you have a nice, steady, solid surface area that you covered. It's what I've been doing so far. Once you learn how to twist the needle and push or pull it in order to accomplish a straight line, you can then learn how to lay a solid line with solid color, making sure that it's flat and making sure that all 7 needles are in the skin as even as possible, and making sure that you have a steady push motion away from you. Whether you're going right to left or left to right, make sure that push motion is away from you, and use it like a calligraphy brush. Use a flat like a calligraphy brush, and you will accomplish solid colored areas. Creating a circle from a rectangle shape, medium, or point is very hard, and that's where you have to have a nice steady hand. I probably say, like I always say, you have to know how to draw and adapt to different mediums, or you just have to be a great tracer. And then you can take the flat mag and you can make letters like is no tomorrow, that are nice, solid, black, gothic looking letters, or nice cursive, or nice, solid, whatever it is, tribal or zodiacs or whatever. So to recap, we push our needle, making sure all 7 needles are inserted in the skin. We twist our needle in some type of outward angle while the needle was already facing away from us. You twist it just a little more at an angle, and then you push it through the skin, creating a nice solid line. You will accomplish this goal with ease. You can give it a shot if you want to get bigger, thicker lines. Go shoot up to a 9 flat mag. Try an 11 flat mag. Depends on how thick you want those black solid lines to be and how good you are at adapting and learning different mediums. So the reason I'm saying that is because you're taking a rectangle shape tip and you're creating an outline with it, which is very hard to do because you have to hold it at the right angles in order to accomplish those twists, and then you have to have a nice steady hand so you don't shake up the line. Now, when it's done, if you do shake up the line a little bit, or some parts that are really hard to get, of course, you can go in with a shader or outliner and touch up parts with ease. I believe in this tattoo here, I touched it up with a 7 round liner, I believe. Or no, that's too rough on that area. I believe it was a some type of round shader. I believe a 5 round shader or a 9. I'm not too sure. I'd have to wait till that moment comes to double check. But in this case, I'd usually try to use a small round shader to touch up my edges as an outliner, just to touch up points. Round shaders are easier on the skin, in areas like this, behind the ear, fingers, palm of the hands. Round shaders do, if you do it right, you do a little less damage than a heavy outliner, the punch of a heavy outliner. When you shade, you have that finesse to it. So with that finesse, you're able to create some shapes, some lines, do some touch-ups and some fill-ins where the liner would cause some damage. And we don't want to cause damage. We want to let our customer comfortably play on their phone, smoke their vape if you can handle some vaping. Let them do whatever they want to do. Let them chill and be relaxed. In this world, the client still comes first, like any other customer service, to me. And also in this world, the art comes first. I am a fan and a student. And I always have an urge to tattoo or pierce a person. At your therapy, that's my passion. So, in my passion, I like to spread some of the knowledge. So as I'm chatting, and hopefully you're still watching it and didn't turn it off, make sure you look at my motions. Nice steady stroke. I place it. I go in one direction back and forth, maybe 2 to 4 times. No more. One direction back and forth. One direction that time. I believe I was behind the ear where it's not a flat surface and you have to stretch it and make it flat as possible in order for that 7 mag flat to not tear that skin up. The hardest part about this tattoo was the circular part. It was hard making that full circle, but like always, it's gonna seem easy. The fact that we did this in this time limit, it seemed easy, but the heart beating and the stop your breathing was there to get that right. Do what you got to do to focus and get things right. So right now I'm just rubbing with a little bit of green soap, a little bit of Vaseline. I just want to make sure I get everything off. After I went in with the round shader, I believe it was a 5 to touch it up. It's good to go. Nice solid look. And he loved it. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them. I'll get back to you. Check out that Ambition tattoo power supply wristband, and check out our show, Milwaukee Inc. Thank you. Like, subscribe. Deuces.